Hi everybody, it's Amy at CraftyCat. Today we're going to work on a piece of ephemera for the Love of Flowers journal. I did work on the cover, but it's drying, so I'm just going to let it dry and I'll show it to you the next time we get together. So today we're going to work on this, and this is something that I've done before. This is nothing new. It's a guest check, and then you hinge on some book page, or you can just use cardstock or whatever it is that you have on hand to use. But this one's a little smaller than what I usually do. I usually try to do it at least as wide as the guest check or even wider. But we're going to do something a little bit different that I've also done before, but not like this. We're going to take one, I usually use the Tim Holtz, I think they're called portraits, those larger cutouts that he has. And we're going to put her at the top so that she sticks above, you know, the tag. I've done these before where they're a tag that slides into a pocket. So it's the same idea. It's just we're going to hinge this on, that's all. So that is what we're doing. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day. It definitely got hot here. No doubt now. We are in the full throw of summer here. So that is what we have going on. We had a lovely weekend. My husband and I went for a ride on Friday. It was a little bit of a bummer, and that's why I didn't like send any videos or anything, because we went a back way into a little old, it's not abandoned, but not many people live there anymore, town. It was like a mining town. And we've ridden there before, and we've gone the back way before, but they have closed, which we didn't know, closed it off once we got almost there. So we had to turn around and come back. So that was a little bit of a bummer. They're having to do some of that because people are going out and enjoying the outdoors, which is fabulous, but they are making messes and not cleaning them up. So that doesn't make me happy, because the problem with that is exactly what happens. They just end up closing stuff, because if you can't, you know, there's nobody out there to police all that all day, every day. And so if you don't pick up after yourself, then eventually they just have to close whatever it is, because, you know, it's getting destroyed and there's nobody to police it and say, hey, pick up your stuff before you go. I ain't your mama, that kind of thing, you know? So anyways, I was very unhappy that that was happening out there. So anyway, that was a real bummer, and that's one of my favorite places to go. I did that one, if you've been with me for a long time, that Marguerite Miller collage challenge. I did one where I collaged using, sorry, I'm looking for something to back this with. I guess I'll just use coffee dyed paper. Up in the mountains, and I put the Egyptian pyramid on as part of the decoration. Anyway, the background of that was where we were going, and it's one of my favorite places to go on the ATV, because it's beautiful. It's like a meadow of just wildflowers and stuff. And so yeah, that made me not happy. But I mean, it's good that they're making it so people can't go up there if it's getting destroyed. I definitely don't want that to happen. But anyway, it's just such a bummer. So other than that, we had a lovely day. Went out to dinner and all that when we got back, and it was a nice day. It just was not where we wanted to go, so I like going up there too, to sometimes either take pictures of the old buildings that are up there, or even I would love to go back and like watercolor some of those old buildings, because I wasn't doing that at the time that we went last time. I did take some photos, but anyway, we'll go the the front way next time so that we can get to the town. But that was sad. So aside from that, I would love to say hugs and blessings to Anne, Joan, and Deb. Thank you guys for your kind comments. Welcome to my channel, all those kind of things. Welcome to new subscribers. I have quite a few. Welcome, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome back to people who have watched me for a while now, or even a short time now. I really appreciate all of you. And I thank you. And I'm excited. A lot of new people have said they're going to do the 50 stack challenge. So that will also be fun. It's always fun to see what other people do. I know I'm not, oh, what am I doing? I know I'm not always the best about catching all the videos that people do. And that is only because I'm busy and I just don't get a lot of chance always to watch every single video. But I do try to see on Instagram or something what you guys are doing. I do try, I promise. All right, I'm gonna take a piece of this old paper and put it on here next. Yeah, so I'm excited. I really do like doing the 50 stack challenge, and I'm glad that a lot of you enjoy it too, because, you know, all those things take planning and time and all those kind of things. And so it's just fun when other people enjoy it as well. And tell your friends if they want to join in. That would be awesome. Thought I felt something on my finger. What I did to my thumb on my one of my hole punches, I got it caught in that big fat button that you push down because I had a lot of paper in there and it was not wanting to chomp. And I somehow managed to get my thumb caught. That was brilliant. That was after getting caught in all the barbed wire and everything else. Because when you're out riding, they have cattle gates and those cattle grates as well that the cows won't cross. But then they also have gates that are all barbed wire. So you have to open the gates and then close the gates. And I was fighting with those gates something awful. I normally don't have that hard of a time. I think they must have just put new barbed wire on them and tightened them or something, but I was all, I mean, this isn't that bad. It's a lot of them have gotten better, but I just kept scratching my legs and my arms and because usually what we do is I open and close the gates so my husband just drives through, you know, and that's just easier because I hop out, open the gate, he drives through instead of him having to, you know, get in and out and in and out and drive and do all that. I don't like driving the ATV, so I really don't do that. And it's, I mean, those little parts are easy, but there are other parts with boulders and rocks and all that, and I don't like that part. So I don't like driving that part. If it's just a gravel road or something, dirt road, I'm fine with that, but when it's boulders and everything, I'm in big ditches, not my thing. So I'm always afraid I'm gonna roll us and I don't want to do that. So, but we did have fun. We always have fun when we go do that. I'm going to put her up here, and you are going to see that through there, but I'm going to put, I think, either lace, if I want lace across here, or if I want, where did I put it? Like these roses. I think the roses are too big. Yeah, I think we'll go with the lace. Okay, well that answered that. And I did back her, even though she was on cardstock, with a little bit of coffee dyed paper simply because I was just trying to give it some strength since it is going to poke up over the top of the tag. Words, they might come to me eventually. Maybe. So what are you guys up to? Anything fun? I know there's all kinds of crazy like flooding and heat waves, although it's almost July. It's always hot here, so I don't think it's weird at all when it's hot in the summer. But anyway, I think I'm going to use this blue. But I know some places it is really, you know, with the humidity and that, we just have heat. Just the plain old hot. Our humidity is very minimal, if at all. Sorry, I can never tell which way these are supposed to go. I always feel like those need lace or something at the bottom of them. I think it's just that flat, straight edge on them. But you don't have to do that. Okay, and then I have that. And I think I want one of these little labels. These ones are from my grungy wallpaper, I believe. Pretty sure. Got this little bit of netting I could use. Man, this is some old knitting. It's got strings and all the things. I know it's the same color as that background, but it just is some texture. So I do like it. Yeah, I'm hoping the cover is going to turn out okay because I put that flower on the front, but I put lace under it. And sometimes I forget that the lace is going to give a texture to the paper. So I'm going to be really upset if I have to do that cover all over again. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but it could. Because I don't like the way it's looking at the moment. Put one of these green stamps. You lift up. Because I said. I got all that on there too. This is getting... And I do like how that did get a little beat up, didn't it? But that's okay. And a number. My daughter came and had dinner last night, and that was fun. My son had to work. Bummer. Bummer days. But he's trying to make some money. And I'm going to put that on there, and it'll go to the back, that hinge. And then most likely what I'll do is glue this down to a page. And it's kind of a good tall piece. So, and you could leave this plain on the inside if you wanted to, so that you could write on it too. But I'm going to decorate it, and then you can write on here, of course. So we're going to put a piece of this, which is just some ledger. Need some new glue paper. And then I have a picture from JoeyCardmaker, and I was just thinking I could turn it into a little tuck. You could also turn this into a tuck. So yeah, I won't need to do that. You could though. Then I have this piece, which is just one of those scraps that I stamped and inked and paint and all that that Louisa Heinzel showed everybody. It's one of those little scraps. How to make your scraps more interesting, right? Was that whole thing. So they aren't just plain scraps. I can't decide if I want a little piece of this. I don't think I do. I think I just want the flower. I think I'll have it like that. Yeah, I like the idea of making that a tuck spot. The whole guest check. I think that will be best. I need to ink around this. There's my little... Since I'm using thin paper. Yeah, these images are JoeyCardmaker's portraits, 1920s portraits. And they just go really well with this kit because, you know, the 1920s thing. Just fantastic. So if you're looking for more portraits, and he has tags with it, and there's some cool Art Deco envelopes and all, and they look great. Of course, you could just use them in their own, on their own in a journal. Really, most any journal. Oh, seriously. I always do that. Glop it all up with glue. That's what I do. And I'm pretty sure these might not be in this kit, this flower that I'm holding right here. I'm trying to think. I did so many floral things for a while that it all has become a blur. But there are other flowers. Yeah, these actually might be in this kit. I'm not sure. So Pasha, because a lot of people have asked, he is doing quite a bit better. He's still a little stuffy, but he's not like snoring as much when he sleeps and all that kind of thing. So I'm thinking it's helping. I mean, he's still doing some sneezing, but he is not happy when I give him the antihistamine. He foams from the mouth all over the place. Because I'm sure it tastes horrible, especially because I dilute, you know, I like let it dissolve in water. And I only give him, you know, I only put a tiny bit of water in the syringe with no needle, of course, and let it set and dissolve completely. And then you can just kind of squirt it, hopefully as much down their gullet as possible. But yes, he protests very much. Thou dost protest too much. Yes, that is Pasha. He's such a stinker. And he just looks at me like, how dare you? It's like, well, I'm trying to make you feel better, dude. He doesn't think so. He thinks I'm poisoning him or something. But yes, I get the stink eye on the next level. So I'm only giving it to him once a day, though, because twice was just too much. He was just sleeping, like, 24 hours a day. I mean, he'd get up, eat something, go back to bed. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. Can't enjoy anything. And it's his favorite time of year. He loves going out and sitting on the porch and watching the birds and, you know, getting into it with the squirrels and all those kind of things. So, but at least he is getting some relief, so that's good. All right. So there is our little flippy-doo-wah. You can write here, and then this will be, I will put a thumb notch so I don't forget, and I'll try not to catch my thumb. I'm not even really sure how I did it, to be honest with you, but boy, did I get it. I think I was trying to use 2 hands or something. I don't know. Don't know how I did it. All right. So that is my pocket. I like it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on the page edge just so you guys can see it. I am going to use the blue page. I had a vote for the blue page, so I'm going to use the blue page. And then I'm going to put this cool tag inside of there that we made. That's so we have the Nothing But Neutrals here, and then that's this page edge deal. And then we have that cool Somerset magazine idea of all the strips on the tag. So I'm going to put this on the edge, and it's not completely 100% all the way top to bottom, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. And I am going to glue it 100% on the back and just have the one pocket, because I put it on an envelope, if you remember the big orange manila, whatever they're called, envelopes. So I'm going to just glue the whole thing, because I don't want, this is kind of a thin, cheap one, and I don't want it to end up tearing when you're trying to slip something in and out of it. Plus, it just will be better. It's so long if it sticks entirely down to the page, I think. But you do you. I think a couple of people said blue page. It's always helpful. I do like that. When I mention I'm stuck or confused or don't know what to do, and you guys help me with that, that's fantastic. It's really like crafting with your friends that way, right? Because you get the benefit of a vote. Yeah, I really like the way that one came out. That's perfect for this journal. With that girl with her little, I don't know what you call those hats. It's like a little cup on her head. I don't know what they're called. I just know it's a 20s thing. Make sure it gets down good everywhere, especially along the edge. And then we can put this super fun tag in here. I don't know how 20s-ish it is, but it's fun. So I just like it with the neutrals. Put these back inside. And I have not gotten this sewn in yet because I just haven't, you know, the cover's not completely done. So that is where we're at. And then this one will go somewhere. Don't know. Now I have a couple other pieces that we did together. Probably leave that because you can write on that. I want to put these on things you can't really write on. Do I want it to open so that it goes? I don't know. I'll put it on the other side of the, oh, I've got that too. Oh, I have all kinds of little things I've stuck in here. So funny how you forget what you're doing or what you have done. Could go on the other side of the blue. Ooh, she is pretty on the blue. Tucking something in that way isn't going to be good. That's correct. You're right. Thank you. Whoever said it, thank you. That whole, did like her on the blue though. It needs, whatever you're pulling in and out of there needs to be on that side. Let's see, I have a couple other pieces too that I don't know where I want. I think I might put that in the, like the very cover of the journal when you open it, because it's nice and big and a big pocket, and I think it would look great just like in that position. Some of these things take some thoughts, you know, it just does. This one goes, oh yeah, this one goes over the page. Let's put it in the other signature. So it would be something like, you could glue this down entirely as a pocket down here, and then have that so that it opens. And you could write here, but I need to put something on there. Why did I not do that? That's weird. And that would be glued down 3 sides. And you'd have 2 pockets. I do like it on this yellow paper. You could still write up here, which is perfect. So let's do that, or gold paper, whatever you want to call it. But we are gonna back this so that you can write on it. And it looks nice. This envelope doesn't look all that nice. Always tear crooked, always. See if we can't make this more straight. I think I was thinking I was making it straight and I made it even more crooked. Seriously. We're just going to go with it since I can't do this today, apparently. Yeah, I do this every day. Can you tell? Oh my goodness. Yeesh. Yes, it is better to tear the other direction. Like have the ruler on this side and tear off the bigger piece, but I'm just going to tear off the little piece. Don't do as I do, right? Because then you'll make all kinds of blunders. All right. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of this coffee dyed paper, and I think I've told you guys before, I have like one of those little droppers. You can use any kind of a dropper that will drop drips of liquid. And then coffee, and I just drop, splat, whatever, coffee all over the paper, let it dry, do it again, let it dry, do it again, let it dry. And then once it's dry the last time, it usually looks about like this. And it's fun and easy, and you don't have sopping wet paper. I mean, you do kind of need to lay it out somewhere and let it dry. But I really like doing it that way. And then you still have a little bit of white in spots, which I also like, and it doesn't get any easier, especially when the weather's warm, because it dries fast, because you're only adding drips and drops. And you can leave big puddles if you want, but it works a little bit better if you don't, if you like suck up the bigger puddles with some of the, or with the little dropper thing. Easy for me to say. I'm gonna just take this out for a second so we don't glue it to anything but one page. Have done it before, messed it up. Okay, and since this isn't like 100% square, because you know, when you fold it over and whatever, I'm just going to try to get it near the bottom. What I want more is for it to be lined up on that other side a little bit better. Well, plus it looks like I had to cut this paper a little and got it a little jaggedy. I'm telling you, this glue thing is going to be the end of me. It's because I leave it open while I'm dorking around with the piece of paper, and then all the glue dries in there. There we go. Miracle of miracles. Okay. So again, I want it as straight as I can with the edge. But I don't want it like directly in the fold either, because that will cause problems. So then we're just going to go 3 sides of this, and then that way you can have another pocket if you want it. And I'll probably put something behind there so I don't forget, because I'm good at that. Also don't want it to stick to this. All right, so something should go in the back. Let's get a tag. Just gonna use this one because it's right here. And this one goes in the front. And then when you turn it, this still opens. You don't put too much glue. That's why it's always good to open and try it. I did get that corner a little. Okay, there it is. That one, I really like that. I think that turned out really cool. I don't know where we'll put the one I did today for sure, so I'm gonna wait a minute on that one. Yeah, I like that. All right, guys, I will let you go there. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.